Next, so in last class we learned the problems itself. So in last class we learned only 2 problems. Now let us continue solving few more problems related to the chapter motion in a plane. So here is the third question. A particle starts from origin. So origin ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, x coordinate, y coordinate 0, time 0 ಇರ್ತದೆ. So origin at time t is equals to 0. So time is given. So at origin the time is 0 with the velocity 5 meters per second. So velocity is in which direction? X direction, because you have I cap. So velocity is 5.0 I cap meters per second. Next, and moves in xy plane. So this particle is moving in xy plane. So it is not moving in space. So the plane is given xy plane under the action of force. So he is applying force to has the motion of the particle. So the particle has velocity 5 meters per second, which produces a constant acceleration of 3 I cap plus 2 j cap meters per second square. So acceleration is given to you how much? It is 3 I cap plus 2 j cap meters per second square. Now what is the y coordinate of the particle? At the instant its x coordinate is 84 meters. So again ಕೇಳ್ತಾರ y coordinate ಏನಿರ್ತದ if x coordinate 84 meter idra. Next, what is the speed of the particle at this time? So at this time, our timing is speed of the particle ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. So the data which is given to us is velocity and acceleration. So velocity of a particle is how much? It is 5.0 I cap meters per second, and acceleration is 3.0 I cap plus 2.0 j cap. Velocity and acceleration is given to us. So now to find the position of the particle, So position of the particle find ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ what we should do is we have to use the kinematic equation. So we know 3 different kinematic equations. So in that we can use r of t is equals to ut plus half at square. Ut gives the initial velocity, a gives acceleration, t is time. So r here is the displacement. So we have the initial velocity. So how did I say this as the initial velocity? Because there he has mentioned the time t is equals to 0. At origin the velocity is 5 meters per second. Now let us write that 5 I cap t. So here is t plus half is there. A is given to us, it is 3 I cap plus 2 j cap, and thus t square again. So this is r of t. So you have r of t as 5 I cap plus half 3 I cap plus 2 j t square. Now separate the I cap terms. R of t is equals to 5 t plus, so 3 divided by 2 is 1.5 t square. So this is multiplied by I cap plus 2 will get cancelled. What remains is 1 j cap t square. So this is what? This is the r of t, the displacement of a particle. Now in this we know what is x coordinate value and what is y coordinate value. So x of t can be written as 5t plus 1.5 t square. So this is x of t. Now y of t. Y of t is how much? 1 t square. So this is y of t. So how did we write? Because there's a j cap here. So j cap means it is y axis, I cap means it is x axis, or the direction is in x and y axis. So now given x of t is equals to 84 meters, but we don't know what is t. This t is not known to us. The first t which is given to us is at the origin, but at the origin x cannot be 84 meters because at origin, so if I draw x, y, so at the origin t is equals to 0, x is 0, y is 0, but here said at x of t it is 84 meters, so that means we don't know what is t. Now 5.0 t plus 1.5 t square is equals to 84. And now if you solve this quadratic equation, 1.5 t square plus 5t minus 84 is equals to 0. How do you solve this quadratic equation? By using formula minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So I'll write the formula here, try to solve that, then you get t is equals to 6 seconds. So how to solve this? So minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So in your 10th class you might have learned how to find the roots for the quadratic equation. So there you might have used this formula. Use this formula and find what is t. So t will come as 6 seconds. So if you solve from this equation, try to solve, then you will get t is equals to 6 seconds. So at t is equals to 6 seconds, y will be how much? We don't know. So y is equals to, what is the equation? 1t square. 1t square. So that means 1 multiplied by 6, 36. So that is 36 meters. Y is equals to how much? 36 meters. Now we know what is y and what is x now. So now velocity of the particle at t is equals to 6 seconds we need to find. Velocity dr by dt can be written as 5 plus 3t I cap plus 2t j cap. So if you differentiate this at t is equals to 6 seconds, so try doing this, because every time if I differentiate and keep the answer, then you will not understand. So try doing the differentiation of 5 plus 3t plus 2t. So it is so simple. Write the terms separately, then differentiate. So there is only one t here, so it has not got even powers also. Try to solve this equation, then you get v is equals to some number. Then if you put t is equals to 6 seconds, then you get v is equals to 23 I cap plus 12 j cap. So this is the v. Now if you want to find the magnitude of v will be root over 23 square plus 12 square. So that gives you 26 meters per second. Try solving this equation, then try to get this value by substituting t is equals to 6 seconds. Then after that find the magnitude of speed. So this is the solution for the third question. So first question and second question has been solved in the previous lecture. So this is the third question. The solution is like this. So with this formula you should find the t. If you substitute the values in this, then you get t is equals to 6 seconds. Try doing that, don't directly put the answer. So if you directly put the answer in examination, then you will not get the marks. Try to solve this and find what is t. So if t has got negative value, then you should ignore that value. So let's suppose if t has came plus or minus 6, then you should take plus 6. Minus 6 time you should ignore, because time has got no negative value. So the negative value of time doesn't give you the meaning, so you should always take the positive value for time. So here is the fourth question. If the magnitude of sum of two vectors is equal to the magnitude of difference of two vectors. So difference gives you subtraction, sum means addition. The sum of two vectors. So let's suppose a plus b is equals to a minus b. So it is equal to magnitude of the two vectors. The angle between these vectors is, so he has said sum of two vectors is equals to the difference of two vectors. Then we have to find what is the angle between these vectors. So let's suppose you have vectors p and q. Suppose two vectors are p and q. So you have two vectors, ಎರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಈಗೇನು ತೊಗೊಳತ್ತೀವಿ, ಪಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಟೂ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಳತ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ ಏನು ಹೇಳೋಣ, ಪಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಬಾರ್, ಎರಡು ಬಾರ್, ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ. So written, we know that p plus q ದು magnitude ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ p square q square ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ 2pq cos theta ಐತಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2pq cos theta is equals to 0. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು, 4pq cos theta ಉಳಿತು, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0. ದೆನ್ ಇವು ಮೂರು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಉಳಿತದೆ, ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇಕು, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 0 ಬೈ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನು, 0. cos theta is equals to 0. cos theta 0 ಯಾವಾಗ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, when theta is equals to 90 degree or pi by 2. ಸೊ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ cos 0, cos 30, cos 45, cos 60, cos 90. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ cos theta is equals to 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ theta ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು, 90 degree. So this is the solution for the fourth question. If the magnitude of sum of two vectors is equal to the magnitude of difference of two vectors, then angle between these vectors is. So he is asking what is the theta that is there between the two vectors. Theta is equals to question mark. Now next, fifth question. Two stones of masses m and 2m drilled in horizontal circle. ಏನು ಮಾಡತ್ತಾರ, ಟೂ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಏನದ, m and 2m. ಸೊ ಅವನೇನಂದ್ರೆ ತಿರ್ಗ್ಸಾಕತ್ತಾರ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ದ ಹೆವಿಯರ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ 2r by 2. ಹೆವಿಯರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಯಾವುದೈತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, 2m ಅದ. 2m, heavier one has got radius r by 2. Next, and the lighter one has radius r. So lighter one has larger radius compared to the heavier mass. Heavier mass has got a radius r by 2. M has got a radius r. So this is clear to us. The tangential speed of lighter stone is n times that of the value of heavier stone when they experience same centripetal force. So ಈ question centripetal force ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಐತಿ. So here he has mentioned the centripetal force. ಏನು ಹೇಳತ್ತಾನ, tangential speed of lighter stone. So tangential speed of lighter stone ಏನದ, n times the value of heavier stone other. So when they experience same centripetal force. So he has said same centripetal force. Then what is the value of n? n value find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next, ಗಿವನ್ ಏನು 2 masses m, 2m. ಸೊ m ದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಏನದ r ಅದ and 2m ಏನದ r by 2 ಅದ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2m ಮಾಸ್ ಬರ್ತದ ವಿತ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ r by 2. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಬರ್ತದ, ಇದರದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಏನದ r. ಸೊ r by 2 ಮಾಸ್ ಏನದ 2m, r ಏನದ ಮಾಸ್ m. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ. ಸೊ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. This I have explained in the last class. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ ಹಿಂಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ this gives v2 v1. Hope this is clear to you all. Next ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, as lighter stone is n times that the value of heavier stone when they experience same centripetal force, ನಾವೇನು ಬರಿಬೋದು, Fc heavier is equals to Fc lighter. Fc ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, centripetal force. Heavier is equals to lighter. Next ಏನು centripetal force ಏನದ mv square by r. Centripetal force is equals to F is equals to mv square by r. ನಮಗೆ m ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, r ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. Velocity is in the ratio, so the speed of lighter stone is n times that the value of heavier stone. So if I substitute that here, so first let me write the equation. mv square by r is equals to 4 n v square by r. So this r is r by 2. So now video got deleted, so I will explain the same thing again. So I have already written and I have already explained, but the video got deleted, so I will explain it again. So what we have written, Fc heavier is equals to Fc lighter. So 2m v square by r by 2 m n v square by r. So how did we write this 2m v square? Because the mass of the heavier particle is 2m, radius of the heavier particle is r by 2, so that is 2m v square by r by 2, which is equals to m, and he has given n v square by r. So now here you can cancel m, v square, r. What left is, so this 2 goes upside, so that becomes 4. Next here n is there, so there's a square over here, n square. So 4 is equals to n square. So that is what I have written here. So if you take the root of 4, then you get n is equals to 2. Now how did I write this equation? So we know that the centripetal acceleration AC is equals to v square by r. Now equation for force is mass into acceleration. So mass you directly write as mass multiplied by v square by r. So that means F is equals to mv square by r. This is the centripetal force. The equation for centripetal force is mv square by r. Equation for centripetal acceleration is v square by r. Now here is the diagram. So in examination also you have to draw the diagram properly. So the wrong diagram carries 0 marks. I am clearing you all. The diagram should be correct. If you draw the wrong diagram, then I will not give the marks. Correct diagram carries 1 mark. So if you change the direction of any of these vectors, then you will not get the marks. Proper diagram carries marks. So this is the solution for the 5th question. So now let us try and understand the 6th question. 11th question is, the horizontal range and maximum height. So this means the question is on the topic projectile. The horizontal range and maximum height of a projectile are equal. That means R and H are equal. R is for horizontal range, H is for maximum height. R is equals to H, he has given. The angle of projection of projectile is, so we have to find what is theta, angle of projection. So what he has said, horizontal range is equals to maximum height. So ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, R is equals to H. Horizontal range is equals to maximum height. Next, R the value, H value ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. So you should by heart the formula for R and H. So if you don't by heart, then see, now there's a question here. So if you don't know the formula, then how will you solve? So because of that, you should know what is the formula for R, T, H in projectile motion. By heart those formulas. R is u square sine 2 theta is there. So that I can write 2 sine theta cos theta. This formulas I have said in the previous lecture. H is equals to how much? U square sine square theta divided by 2g. Now what he has said, R is equals to H. That means you should equate this equation with this equation. So u square 2u square sine theta cos theta divided by, here there's a g is equals to u square sine square theta divided by 2g. Cancel out the terms which are cancelable. So here g will get cancelled. What will get cancelled again? So 1 sine theta and 1 sine theta here will get cancelled. U square here will get cancelled. What remained is 2 cos theta is equals to sine theta by 2. That means if you take this 2 to this side and cos to the denominator, what you will get? 4 sine theta divided by cos theta. We know what is sine divided by cos, that is tan theta. That means theta is equals to tan inverse 4. Theta is equals to how much you will get? So tan 4 you have to find. So if you know the value, then you can write. So if you don't know, then you can write it this. Theta is equals to tan inverse 4. So this is the solution for the question 6. The horizontal range and the maximum height of a projectile are equal. The angle of projection of projectile is, he is asking, what is the angle of projection? So this is the solution. So now let us move to the 7th question. A missile is fired for maximum range with an initial velocity 20 meters per second. So one missile fire ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, maximum range ಏನದ? So maximum range ಇರಬೇಕು, initial velocity ಏನದ 20 meters per second ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ. Next, if g is equals to 10 meters per second square. So g value 10 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, g value 9.8 meters per second square ಇರ್ತದೆ. So for approximation we take g is equals to 10 meters per second square. The range of missile is, so range of missile ಕೇಳಾರ. So here a missile is fired for maximum range. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಂಜಿಗೆ ತೀಟಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ತೀಟಾ 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಂಜ್ that is R max is equals to U square divided by G. So this formula na already nimaga last class da discuss madini. So here U is given, U is 20 meters per second. G is again given, G is 10 meters per second square. So ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನ. ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯುದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 20 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ divided by 10 is there. So what you will get, R is equals to 400 divided by 10. 1010 will get cancelled. What remains is R is equals to 40 meters. So range ಏನೈತಿ, ರೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿಸೈಲ್ ಇಸ್ 40 meters. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಂಜ್. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಂಜಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ತೀಟಾ 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆರ್ ಒಳಗೆ 45 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬೈ ಜಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಜಿ. ಇವೆರಡು ನೀವು ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಾಗ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಆರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ the range of missile. R is equals to 40 meters. So I have written the unit here. So proper unit carries marks and improper unit carries 0 marks. Keep this in mind. So if you write the unit wrong, then you will get 0 marks. Now let us move to the 8th question. A and B are two vectors and theta is the angle between them. So A and B ಅನ್ನೋದು ಟು ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಅದ, ಮತ್ತು ಥೀಟಾ ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ A and B ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ magnitude of A cross B is equals to root 3 of A dot B, then what is the value of theta? So we have to find what is the theta value such that A cross B is equals to root 3 A dot B. So there are two vectors A and B. So for that A cross B is equals to root 3 of A dot B. Now we have to find the angle theta. ನಮಗೆ ಎರಡು ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ವೆಕ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, A cross B is equals to root 3 A dot B. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ A cross Bದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇಕು, A dot Bದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ದಾಗ ಥೇರಿ ಹೇಳೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಡೆರಿವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವು ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ A cross B ಅದ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ A cross B and A dot B should be known to you. So I'll write here, given A cross B is equals to root 3 of A dot B. So this is the question. A cross B the formula ಏನದ, AB sin theta. So this is for A cross B. Next A dot B formula ಏನದ, AB cos theta. ಸೊ ಇವೆರಡು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ದಾಗ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. A cross B is AB sin theta is equals to root 3 AB cos theta. So cancel out the terms which are cancelable. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೋ ಅವು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಸೊ A will gets cancelled, B will gets cancelled. What remained is sin theta is equals to root 3 cos theta. ನಾವೇನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಥೀಟಾ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು ಥೀಟಾ ಅದಾವೆ, ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಸೊ sin theta by cos theta is equals to root 3. ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕಲಿಯೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಕಲ್ತೀವಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಸ್. ಸೈನ್ ಬೈ ಕಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ರೂಟ್ 3. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ, ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ, ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನಿ ನಾನು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಈಗ ತೀಟಾ tan theta root 3 ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಥೀಟಾದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿರಬೇಕು, 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚೆಕ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, then you get theta is equals to 60 degree. 60 degree ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ tan theta is equals to root 3 ಐತಿ. ಸೊ root 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ tan 60 ಇದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ theta is equals to 60 degree. So what we have done, so the question is again a simple question. So these last 4 questions which I have solved, that is 5, 6, 7, 8. Question number 5, question number 6, question number 7 and question number 8 which I have solved in this class are from the CET questions. So these are the CET questions. So these questions will be small, simple and crisp. So you needn't have to sit and solve for 2 or 3 pages. So if you know the logic, then you can solve these questions in 4 to 5 lines. So what I have done, I have solved the question number 5, 6 and 7 in nearly 5 to 6 lines. So even in your CET examination, you needn't have to write the given data. So you can directly solve and mark the answer. So in CET, there will be marking, objective type questions will be there. So you can directly mark, you can solve the question in 2 or 3 lines, then you can mark the answer. So that is for CET questions. So these are all last 4 questions which I have discussed are from the CET book. So now what we have done, he has said A and B are 2 vectors. So he has already mentioned 2 vectors, A and B are there, and the theta is the angle between them. So if this is the angle between them, then what will be A cross B and root 3 A dot B. So he is asking what will be this theta if A cross B is equals to root 3 of A dot B. A cross B formula ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ, ಎ ಬಿ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಎ ಡಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಎ ಬಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಸೊ ಎ ಬಿ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್ 3 ಎ ಬಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ, ಎ ಬಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್ 3 ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಉಳಿತು. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್ 3. ಸೊ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೂಟ್ 3. ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ರೂಟ್ 3 ಯಾವಾಗ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಥೀಟಾ 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಟ್. By had that chart also, you need to know the values which are there in the chart. So theta is equals to how much? 60 degree. Angles of projection of a projectile at angles 45 degree minus theta and 45 degree plus theta. The horizontal ranges described by the projectile are the ratio of. So what is telling, the angle of projection of projectile, angles ಏನದ 45 degree minus theta and 45 degree plus theta. Next ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, the horizontal ranges described by the projectile in the ratio of. Next horizontal ranges ಇವೆರಡು ಥೀಟಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವೆರಡದು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ range R is equals to u square sin 2 theta by g. So theta value ಕೊಟ್ಟನವ 45 degree minus theta, 45 degree plus theta. So ಇದು ಈ theta cancel ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದರೆ you can also take this as alpha, so not necessary. So R1 can be written as u square sin 2 of 45 degree minus theta divided by g, and R2, so if I write R2 here, R2 will be what? U square sin 2 45 degree plus theta divided by g. So solve these two equations. Sin of 45 degree minus theta is there, so if you multiply 2 to this, then you get sin of 90 degree minus 2 theta. U square sin of 90 degree minus 2 theta divided by g. So you have u square sin of 90 degree plus 2 theta divided by g. ನಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿನಿ sin of 90 plus theta ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, sin of 90 minus theta ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ in last class. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೇನು ಉಳಿದ ನಿಮಗೆ sin of 90 minus theta ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ, cos theta ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ u square cos 2 theta divided by g. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ 90 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಥೀಟಾ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕಾಸ್ 2 ಥೀಟಾ ಬೈ ಜಿ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ R1 R2 ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, R1 R2. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕೇಳೋರು, ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಕೇಳೋರು, R1 ಬೈ R2 ಕೇಳೋರು. ಸೊ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ R1 ಬೈ R2. R1 ಏನದ, ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕಾಸ್ 2 ಥೀಟಾ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಜಿ. R2 in the u square cos 2 theta divided by g. So it gets cancelled. These two terms will get cancelled. So what remains is R1 by R2 is 1 by 1. So that means R1 is to R2 is equals to 1 is to 1. So this is the answer. So we have not done anything complicated. I have discussed this formula in the last class, in trigonometry class. Then with that formula I have directly written sin of 90 minus 2 theta is cos theta, sin of 90 plus 2 theta is cos theta. So this is the solution for the 10th question. So for angles of projection of a projectile at angles 45 degree minus theta and 45 degree plus theta, the horizontal ranges described by the projectile are in the ratio of. So we should know the formula for R. R is u square sin 2 theta by g. So then R1 is u square sin 2 theta 45 degree minus theta. R2 is u square sin 2 theta 45 degree plus theta. So if you solve this, then you directly get R is equals to u square cos 2 theta divided by g. So here it is u square cos 2 theta divided by g. So if you take the ratio of R1 by R2, then you get cancelled the whole term. Then what remains is R1 by R2 is equals to 1 by 1. So that is R1 is to R2 is equals to 1 is to 1. So this is the final solution to the question 10. So this is question number 10. So again this question is a CET kind question. So this is not theory based question. So this is again a CET question. You can solve this question in 2 minutes or something. So hope this question, solution for this question is clear to you all.